Blackpool and Fleetwood, Lytham and Kirkham, St Anne's and Thornton. In fact, to wherever you are from here. Fylde Coast Radio.
Did you know that community radio stations are a great way to connect to your local community and hear what's going on around you? Well, why not add us to your favourites so you can keep coming back? We are always here for you, even if it's just to play you some music or give you some local news. We are your community radio station. Lindsey Knobs on Fylde Coast Radio.
Well, we spoke just before the last couple of tracks about healthier lifestyles. It was an article actually about the amount that people are drinking at home and how we've had warnings issued to us. Well, one lady who completely has turned her life around is a lady by the name of Karen Fay. Apparently she was left mortified after a seatbelt wouldn't close on a ride at Blackpool Pleasure Beach and she had to get off it. Karen Fay said she wanted the ground to swallow her up when she couldn't go on the Nickelodeon land with her daughter. The seatbelt wouldn't fasten between her legs, meaning that the ride couldn't start, so she had to get off and walk back past a queue of onlookers. Now, the incident left the 52-year-old so upset she joined Slimmy World the next day. After weighing 21 stone 7 pounds at her heaviest, Karen now weighs a trim 13 stone 1 pound. She's dropped a whopping 6 dress sizes, going from a size 24 to a comfortable size 12. To date, she has lost a staggering 8.5 stone. She said a little girl was 4 at the time and she wanted to go on the ride. She wasn't going to go on, but the guy at the Pleasure Beach said, "Do you want to go on it with her?" as they had adult seats. So she said, yes, okay. She said the bar comes down, they've got a seatbelt buckle between your legs and it wouldn't close. The ride couldn't start because it wouldn't buckle. She said she was absolutely mortified. She wanted the ground to open and swallow her up, and she pretty much joined Slimming World straight away. After this incident at Blackpool Pleasure Beach back in 2008, Karen said she decided to finally do something about her weight. She lost 3 stone following Slimming World's food optimisation plans, but in 2014 she struggled to reach the pedals of her new car, which was another jolt for her. Karen's originally from Glasgow. She now lives in Morecambe, and she said that she went back the next year to the Pleasure Beach and she made a point of riding the ride and it felt absolutely amazing. She said at that point she weighed about 17 stone, but she knew she could fit on the ride. She said, "I was in and out of the doors of Slimming World for a few years, and in 2014 we bought a new car. I could barely reach the pedals and she wasn't comfortable at all. She said I was up and down, I'd lose a couple of stone, put a stone back on, and in March 2020, right at the beginning of lockdown, she weighed 17 stone and was attending virtual Slimming World meetings. But when Lancashire was plunged into Tier 3 restrictions in September, she decided she'd had enough of feeling unhappy with her weight, and she firmly stuck to the Slimming World plan. By May of 2021, she'd lost a total of 7 stone 7 pounds and hit her initial target weight. But she knew she could lose more, and she lost another stone by September. Karen said she looked at herself in the mirror, she said to herself, "Get a grip," and she absolutely got stuck in. She started power walking, Body Magic it's called, in the Slimming World area. Oh, yes, I know all about this. She said she'd been challenged to do a couch to 5k in 2018, and in April 2019 she ran her first 5k. It took her 45 minutes. She said all through lockdown she kept the running up every day. The hours exercise we were allowed outside she spent running. The weight started to come off, but she knew she could do more. Now a slimline 13 stone 1, Karen has lost 8 inches off her bust, 11 inches off her hips, and a whopping 25 inches off her waist. And she credits the dramatic weight loss with changing her life, giving her back her self-esteem and confidence. Now she's a confident runner. Karen completes 5k 3 times a week and looks almost unrecognisable in photographs. And what did she do next? She trained as a Slimming World consultant, which she now does in her spare time to help inspire others to follow in her footsteps. Absolutely brilliant story. Do you know what? I can completely identify with that story. So last Christmas 2020 actually, a friend was round and she took a photograph. And when I saw it, I was horrified. I threatened her. I said, do not post that picture anywhere. I knew I had to do something. I didn't recognise myself. So I did exactly the same thing. Joined our local Slimming World group. Now then, I have been going now for 12 months and I have shed, wait for it, drum roll, 4.5 stone. Now, it's really tricky to do this on your own. So what you need to do is get yourself involved with a local Slimming World group. I go to a Slimming World group at the South Shore Tennis Club, tennis club. Yeah, it's tennis club, isn't it? Not cricket. And that's on a Monday with Natalie Meadows. Now, Natalie Meadows is actually the team developer and the team leader for the Blackpool, Fylde and Wyre area. And it isn't just Natalie on her own. She's got a team of consultants. And I'm just looking now at their Facebook page. If you want to have a look, Slimming World, Blackpool, Fylde and Wyre, get their Facebook page up and you can scroll down. It says up to date, day by day list of all our groups across the Fylde coast. There are so many, Mondays through till Saturdays, every day of the week, right across the Fylde coast. Wharton, Blackpool, Lytham, St Anne's, Thornton, over Wyre, it's all on there. I tell you what, if you're serious about losing weight, get on. Have a look. If you can't remember Slimming World, Blackpool, Fylde and Wyre, just Google on Facebook #TeamNat and it will give you a full list of groups across the Fylde coast. The groups are open. It's not virtual anymore. We're meeting in person. It's an hour out of the day. Do you know what? It's an hour well spent because it motivates you, gives you that positivity that you're going to have a good week and you're going to get a loss at the scales. And do you know what? If you don't, nobody judges you at all. So have a look at that. Come and join us. I tell you what, I agree with Karen in her article. It has given me the boost I needed. My confidence has soared. I feel good about myself. I can fit in clothes that, well, I wouldn't have dreamed possible. So give it a go. We're going to get Natalie on the show actually at some point because we want to have a chat with her to find out a little bit more about what is involved in joining a local Slimming World group. So I'll give you the heads up when that's going to be happening.
You're in control. Music your way with Blackpool's #1 DJ, Lindsey Knott, on Fylde Coast Radio. The only station your ears really need.